Okay, in terms of the features on Houzz that can support you in this service, I will pass on to Adriana, who is one of our product support specialists here on Houzz.
So thank you so much, Natalie. Hello, everyone, again. My name is Adriana, and I'm going to introduce you the features on Houzz Pro that will help you out mastering how to follow up with leads. We're going to have a look at the CRM and how to have a look at the overview of the lead stage. We're going to see how to schedule the meetings, and we're going to look at how to create email templates because we value the communication with the client, right? So now I'm going to take over the screen sharing. Oh, 1 second. Okay, fine. Can you all see my screen now?
Yes, perfect.
Perfect, awesome. All right, so this is the homepage of Houzz Pro, and the lead section, the CRM, lives pretty easy. It's easy to find. You can find it on the top bar, on the search bar. You click on leads, and then you will click on all leads. Just give it a little bit of time, and this is basically where all your leads will live. As you can see, it's really visual. You can see the stages, you can see the lead name, the client name, and this has been thought for you to realize the stage of the leads with just a glance, with just a quick look at them. You can, of course, here you see few leads. There are not so many because it's just my account, but you will probably have quite a lot of leads to import here in Houzz Pro, but they will be easy to filter. Because as you can see on the left-hand side, you will be able to filter your leads according to the stage. So we have the active, the followed up, the meeting, etc. On the right-hand side, on the very top, you have the option to add the leads. This is really important because most of our clients think that the only leads that they would have to upload in Houzz Pro are the leads that are coming from Houzz. But the idea here is to help you out with your workflow and to think of Houzz as a tool that help you easy your workflow, right? So here you can import all the leads that you have. If you have your leads, for example, on an Excel spreadsheet, you will be able to import it from file. You will also be able to import it from your email if you download the Gmail extension, or you can either create a new lead manually. So again, now what I want to show you is how a lead looks from the inside. If we click on the first lead here, as you can see, we are inside the lead, and we are into the overview. The first things that bounce into your eyes are the quick links that will basically give you quick access to the most important features, like for example, meetings and proposal, mood boards, notes, call log and takeoff, and messages. As we are focusing a lot on the communication, now we understand why these features are so important and why this bounce as straight away on our attention. So with the quick access to the meeting, you can just click on it, and once you have linked your calendar, you will be able to share your calendar with your client. So you have two options here. You can either share your calendar and let the client choose, so leave average to the client to choose the date and the hour schedule that it's more convenient for them, or you can just schedule a meeting whenever it's more convenient to you. Instead, for the messages section here, you can straight away jump into a message and write down a message for your client. As I say, you can start typing in a message, but because we think that time is money for you and it's really important and we value your time, what we have created for you and make available is an option here that is called templates. So if you click here, you will have quick access to several templates. We have some quick answers here, like interested and available, but we believe you actually want to create a more structured template. So here on the bottom, you have the option to customize your templates. If you click on it, you have the option to create a new one. Just simply click on it on it. And as you can see, it's really easy. You can start giving the name and create the template content. Because I want to show you how it looks like, I'm going to discard this and I'm going to jump into a template that I have ready for you, like this one. I named it follow up just because we're focusing on this, and I'm going to edit it with you. So all I did was basically hovering over the template and click on the 3 dots here, and I'm going to edit it with you. So the reason why I'm editing it is because, again, this is just a template, right? So that means that I created it in a way that I can use it multiple times for myself to save time. So I called it follow up. And here, as you can see, I didn't write down the name. I didn't write down any specific information because I'm going to tailor it according to what the client has discussed with me. So as you can see, I start, of course, by saying hello to my client. And again, here you can either type the name, but we also thought that it would have been easier for you to have like a smart text. So you can just click, as you can see on the bottom, we got the formatting side, and I'm going to go through them in a minute. And then we have the possibility to insert a smart text. By clicking here, I can just add the client name or first name or last name. Really depends on the type of relationship you have with your client. By clicking here, this is going to pull out the information that we have on our CRM. So the name of the client will appear once you send the email. So here I'm congratulating with my client. And I think this is really important because that means that we are valuing our client opinion. And here I've basically created like a numbered list or what we discussed with the client, right? So my client in this case is Flavia. Flavia wanted to wanted to make her kitchen bigger because she wanted to be able. She's a mom, right? So most of our clients are working mom. So what she wanted was to make her kitchen bigger to be able to work from home while her kids are playing, so she can look after her kids as well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to delete this XYZ, and maybe I'm going to write down ampliate the kitchen. Maybe I'm going to write down break down the walls between the rooms, between the kitchen and the living room. Let's say we just discussed this, and I'm going to remove this. And again, I want to stress the fact that it's really important to format your text because it's visual, right? So whatever is visual, whatever is highlighted will catch your client's attention. So for example, I would highlight this and maybe not just number that, but maybe write it in bold. So make this bigger so the client knows what I'm talking about. So it is also clearer to the client. We discussed XYZ. Again, here we can customize it. And here I continue with say, please let me know if there is anything else I should consider when preparing the quotation. So as you can see, the email has a particular structure, and I recommend you as well to structure every email you're going to send. This is really important because it will make everything clear for your clients, and the clearer, the better. So if, for example, nothing has been you haven't really agreed on something, you can always insert the link to your calendar here. So your client will be, after this email, maybe after they read this email, will be able to schedule a meeting with you to discuss this email. So what we're going to do, instead of copying and paste it from the previous link that we saw, we can insert a smart text. And this, again, will we click on the schedule calendar link, and this will allow you to save time. So you won't need to exit the email template, create a calendar link. You have it ready here. Now, let's say you have prepared an estimate. So here we can just select a day for next week. And again, here I made, again, clear to the client that they can book another meeting with me if nothing is clear. And whenever I'm ready, I can save and select. As you can see, the name of the client has been pulled out. Everything here has been written down in bold. I can just delete here because I don't need it. So we can still amend our email. And whenever we are ready, we can either click on preview or just send a message. If we click on send the message, as you can see, this is how your client will visualize your email. And so before I say that this is the overview, right, or our leads. On the left-hand side, you have the possibility to switch into every single section. So if you're interested just on looking at the files or at the notes, you can just find them on the left-hand side and you will be redirected. Another little thing I want to add before I finish this presentation, this demo, bear in mind that once your client will have scheduled a meeting with you, the lead stage will automatically change, so you won't need to change it. But if that won't happen, I would recommend you to change the lead stage into followed up or maybe connected. So that, again, will help you out to understand who did you connect with, if you need to follow up on the client, if you need to send another email, or if there is anything else to do, maybe sending an estimate if the client hasn't replied yet. And that was it from me. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm just going to leave my...
have you on the screen. Do you want to show how to book in a support meeting if they have questions afterwards?
Yes. So if you have some questions or if you need some training, we are a few clicks away. So you can just, as you can see here on the very top, there is this feature that says support. You click here. You can either call us or you can just click on the help center. And by clicking on the help center, you will be redirected, of course, in the help center. But if you scroll down, if you don't find, sorry, I went too fast. If you don't find what you're looking for here on your on our help center, you can just contact us over email by selecting a topic. Maybe is the, let's say, invoices. Write it down an email and submit it. We are pretty quick on that, so we will answer back within 12 hours, right?
We have 2 questions in the chat. If you want to go back to leads, the first one is if you can see if the client have read the message or if they have received it.
Look. Let me see what's the last message. Okay, so definitely you're going to see that it's been sent. But in terms of...
And this one will update to read once the email is open.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, the status that Adriana was pointing out, sent, will update to if it's read. Can you customize your email and include logo, etc. at the bottom?
So let me just see something here. I didn't show it before, probably was too quick. So let's say, let me do the same steps again. Let's choose this template. As I said before, we got this option here, there's a preview. So if you click here, you have the option to send like the template, sorry, the email as default, clean, or branded. We always recommend to send it as branded, of course, because your logo is important. It's important to communicate your logo as well. So you have different option here.
And this information that we see here will be pulled from your Houzz profile. So any information that you have there will be pulled in to the email. And this is how it will show up in the Gmail. You can always add yourself as a client and do a test round. So you can send yourself a message to see how it looked like from a client's perspective. You can now see if they have read it. Yes. I'm sorry, Miss, but you clicked on to get to the email option page. You want to show that one more time? The one that you're on right now.
Yes. So this is the email box, right? Let's say I've written down my email. Here, there's this little option that says preview. I click here, and here you have different options. You can select default, clean, or branded.
Any other questions before we wrap up? And if you have questions, please feel free to contact support Thank you so much, Adriana.